What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Lumsden Motorsports Garage. I'm Wade Lumsden, and we are working on the Modified. We got one more race in the year, at least one more planned race in the year. I don't know if something else will come up, but got to get this thing ready. It is currently Monday, and is it Monday? Man, I'm all messed up. Yeah. Okay, it's currently Monday. I got UNLV football game to go to on Friday night, so I'm not going to make it to the first night of the race. But Saturday is the Halloween race for Diamond Mountain Speedway, but they're going to be holding it at Rattlesnake Raceway in Fallon, Nevada. Last couple days has been kind of crazy. It's been raining like crazy. It's been cold. So the weather hasn't really been working out for us, but we got to get things done, so let's get to work. All right, so obviously haven't gotten a whole lot done. I've been working on trying to get compressor fixed and all this other happy stuff. I even tore into this one a little bit, see if I could fix it. No luck there. And then this one, the one that we got shoved in place here, there was a fitting here that broke that's got like a Schrader valve, so it's a very specific fitting. It's got a Schrader valve that pushes up against this is for the release. I think that's what puts the compressor into bypass, but you know, trying to trying to get some air into the garage here, but also been working on getting some stuff moved around and put away still. Haven't quite made the headway that I wanted to, partially because of the weather, but you know, it is what it is. I did a little update. I got myself a, this is a Race Gator transmission. I didn't know a whole lot about them. Did some asking around. Apparently they're basically a clone to the Bryn, which is what I run. So I run a Bryn transmission. I had a Falcon. And somebody else had a Gator and they run a Falcon, so we just did a swap. So got myself a spare transmission. Not really 100% sure what the shape is on the inside. You know, you always get it was just rebuilt, has 2 races on it. Okay, well that's great. I don't know what happened in those 2 races, so I don't know if the clutches are good. I don't, you know, none of that stuff. The housing doesn't look cracked, but hey, we got some spare parts. That makes me happy. Just, you know, I always take what people tell me about used parts that I'm buying with a grain of salt. Heck, I did it once to somebody else. I had a Ford 9-inch rear end that I had sitting for, God, I don't know, a couple years actually, and sold it to somebody, and then when they started taking it apart, I get one of the axles was bent. I didn't know one of the axles was bent. One of the there was a drill bit down inside the third member. Like I had no idea there was a drill bit in there, so it chewed up some of the gears and stuff. I mean, thank God the gears weren't what they were wanting anyways. The third member was still good. But yeah, I mean, anytime you're buying used parts, you either need to really, really take a look at them, or just expect that you're not gonna get 100% of what you thought. Because I mean, even like I was like, man, it had been sitting out there for years. I don't know a whole lot about it. I got it, been keeping it to use as a backup or a spare, and yeah. So I mean, ended up making it right with the person that got that rear end. But yeah, man, just you take a chance when you buy used stuff. You really do, but sometimes that's the most economical way to do it, right? So I don't know if I'm going to end up just rebuilding that over the winter so that I know it's good, or if I'll take a chance on just trying to run it and see what happens. We'll see what I have time for and see if I have a budget to rebuild it. So here, man, you can see I got some craziness going on, parts kind of scattered all over here. I was trying to put some stuff away. I had this really big tub out in my shed just full of, well, random stuff. I had it looked like the last time I cleaned my garage, I took a bunch of, I was like, oh, this is good stuff, just put it in this tote. I mean, there was brake lines, motor mount, radiator caps, a receiver holder if you mount it to your cage, like seals for Grand National hub, along with some the hub nuts, and some of them fancy dancy Weir's bolts. And I mean, I had weld on chassis mounts. There was so much. There was hardware, there was nuts, bolts, there was some electronic stuff in there. I was like, oh my goodness, it took me a couple hours just to kind of sift through all that stuff. But now I'm gonna end up having to clear this thing off. I do believe I read that the race at Diamond Mountain Speedway, the Susanville track, is going to be held at Rattlesnake Raceway in Fallon. I believe I read that they're going to do a topless race. I'm not 100% sure about that, so I'm going to do a little bit more research. We might be taking the roof off here. Of course, my body's so beat up. I don't know if taking the roof off is such a great idea. That might be part of what's holding things together. I mean, this is all cracked out. Over there is all like separating. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if taking the roof off is a good idea. But I think they're having a topless race for the Halloween stuff. I'll do a little bit more digging. Let me know your opinion, if you think we should go topless or if you think we should just try to survive with what we got, because I know we're kind of looking scraggly already, body wise, because she's been beat up pretty bad. But you know, comment below, let me know your opinion. Also, I want to thank you guys so much for helping me hit 250 followers and subscribers. I got a little box here that was sitting on my hood. You might wonder what it is. It is mason jars, little bitty mason jars. I got something kind of cool coming for said mason jars. Gonna do a little giveaway, but when I have that done, we'll get back to you on a video. But have something coming at you guys for thanking you for helping me get to 150 subscribers. So stay tuned for information on that. It'll be kind of cool. At least I think it's kind of cool. We'll see. Hopefully that video will come out here soon in a couple weeks, announcing exactly what that is. But little suspense. What could I put in a mason jar and give away? It's not going to be moonshine. No, it's not going to be moonshine. I don't do that. Give it away. I mean, I don't give away moonshine. Anyways, all right. So I'm gonna start ripping and tearing here. We're dealing with flat tires up front, which kind of stinks. But gonna try to look at stuff back here on the rear end. Got to get it jacked up and put on jack stands. I'm gonna want to look at the arms. Last race, I actually ended up taking some trail out of the right rear. I hadn't had to do that all year long. So my fear is that something got bent on the rear end, so I might have a bent rear end. I don't know. I haven't checked. So we're gonna check that just to be safe. So that's what's gonna be going on in the back, really. One of the other things I'm going to attempt to do here, it's one of those 2 people jobs, so I don't know if it's gonna go well for me or not, because I'll need somebody's help. But my ignition switch down there, that took a poo on me, and I just routed around, rewired and went around it. I'm going to attempt to get that fixed, but I have to have assistance. Somebody has to be on one side holding one end of the switch, and somebody has to be on the other side to be able to, you know, tighten it down into place. And I can't reach my arms. I got long arms, but I can't reach my arms all the way around there. So a little bit of a fingers crossed. I hope that I can have enough help to get that done, and then it's just a matter really of wiring it up. So we'll see if I can get there. Again, fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. Alrighty, good news. Rear end is not bent, or if it is bent, it's bent by like maybe a 1/16 of an inch. So I can't really claim that to be bent at all, because that could be error in measuring tape being stretched across there. Because again, I do it by myself. You know, I tape the tape measure down in one spot, and I mark out where, you know, there's my little white mark there, and I take a piece of tape and I tape the measuring tape down on one tire from one side right here and stretch it across. So I mean, there could be just some error in that, right? So I think I'm good. I'm a happy camper with that. Rear end is square. All right, so I am going to continue to do some nut and bolt checking. I got to get my tires off and check out the 4 bars, my shocks, do a good nut and bolt check there. Front end, again, I'm kind of waiting until I can put air in the tires, because I like to give it a good shakedown, but you can't, right? Like, those of you who don't know, I guess I can go over this when I get air in the tires, but you know, if you push on the tire here and here with your hands, you know, at 3 and 9 o'clock, tough to do this, and you shake the tire this way, you can see if there's any play in your tie rods, right? And see if anything's loose that way, and then, you know, you can jack it up and put your hands at, what is that, noon and 6, 12 and 6, and shake it the other way and see if there's any wheel bearing play, you know, things like that. There's things you got to do to check it, but hard to do with flat tires. So I'm gonna kind of have to come to a halt there, but yeah, gonna move forward. So check this out, guys. Here, I'm gonna throw some light in here. I was down here looking at the stuff around the rear end here, and I took a look at my pull bar, and let me show you here. So I got a biscuit style pull bar, and if you can see, right, oh, let me get my light in here. See this little area right here, right there? There's a little gap between that biscuit washer right there and the rest there. That's not supposed to be there. That is no bueno. That is look at that. That is not supposed to, yeah, that's not supposed to be moving like that. One of the giveaways for me here was, see that one, that little rubber grommet right here at the end of the shock, the end of this upper shock right there. That was pushed all the way forward. That normally does not do that. This shock is actually just a dead shock. It's got a hole drilled in the end of it to make sure that it's a dead shock. I put that shock up there. You can run a shock. I don't normally run one, especially when I'm running a biscuit style there. But you can run a actual shock up there to help with your axle wrap and all of that happy stuff. But looking at this, the bolt here, it'd be hard to see. I don't know if you can see it, but it's bent because it got pulled forward. That is like that. That is no bueno, my friends. I need to pull that apart and see first off why it did that. I've never had a biscuit bar like that come apart on me, but I gotta take a look at it. There's supposed to be a preload on it, right? So that's not helping me. That's just letting the rear end wrap like super fast and hit the end there super quick, which is I don't know if that explains any traction issues that I was having. I felt like I didn't have any drive. That might have something to do with it. Might be why I felt like I couldn't get my drive down to the ground. But you know, before last race, I actually got in there and greased it and looked at it, and everything looked fine, but maybe the preload was starting to back off. Not 100% sure on that. So I'm gonna end up pulling the pull bar out here and inspecting it, prepping it back to what it should be if it's in good shape. But that was a definite bad thing there. This is why we look at things. Dang, you know, yeah, that stinks. So, all right, I'm gonna get that pulled apart. I know this video is kind of short. This is just my Monday night video. I know that I need to do that. It's actually last time I looked at the clock, it was actually midnight already, so it's already Tuesday morning. I got to get this video edited and to you guys, so more work stuff to come on the car. I'll probably go over that biscuit in the next video and what I'm doing there. But don't forget to like and subscribe. Questions, comments, concerns down below. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm sorry this video is kind of short, but like I promised, I will always do my best to get you some type of video at least on Tuesdays. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna, like I said, continue to pull stuff apart here because obviously things are not the way they're supposed to be. So I'll be putting a wrench on as much as I can. Yeah. For now, thanks for watching. Questions, comments, concerns down below. Like and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys watching the video. And stay tuned for what's going on with that mason jar and other cool stuff that's coming up. So as we start to wrap up this season. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you next video.